G'day. You know, when you've got a job to do, you need to make sure that you've got the right tools. You need to make sure they're in good condition. I've got a bit of wood to chop here, but you and I share the most amazing, profound and important job there is. That's to share with children the great truth of life, which is Jesus Christ is supreme in all things. So, what are the tools I use to get that job done? Well, I'd be lying if I told you that the odd squeaky rubber chicken didn't come in handy from time to time. And then they fly away. Be quiet, because you'll hear them. Ready? Look, sure, I have a lot of fun doing what I do, but in my job, to stay sharp, there's a whole lot that needs to happen away from the stage and behind the scenes. So what's the tool that you use to get your job done? Well, broadly speaking, I'd say it's education, and that's a powerful thing. But it seems to me that there's multiple challenges in being a faithful Christian teacher. On the one hand, you need to be an authentic, growing follower of the Lord Jesus. On the other hand, you need to be an engaged professional, understanding your discipline and the craft of teaching. And then, overarching all that, is the challenge to mash them together and do what some people have called teach Christianly. Well, that's a massive challenge.
Everything that you teach, you've got to try and do in a way that is honouring to God and is from a Christian worldview. And that's not always easy when the curriculum is written by a secular organisation and there's pressures from outside in the way that you teach.
Christian educators are shaping the thinking and affections of young people to live in a world where the dominant cultural story is very different from the good news that Jesus is reigning. And to be able to have the gospel impact teaching, it's a very demanding task.
I would have really benefited, I think, as a young maths teacher in a Christian school if I had been able to talk to other maths teachers and shared programs with them or shared strategies, asked them what they were actually doing about teaching maths from a Christian perspective. That would have been really helpful.
Teaching can be a lonely job, surprisingly, despite the fact that you're with people constantly. And finding the time and the opportunities to meet with colleagues and to talk with them about what it means to be a Christian teacher is hugely beneficial.
To become effective Christian educators, you need to be willing to ask for help, to ask questions, to seek assistance, to use people as sounding boards, to admit mistakes, to admit fears and failures.
We as Christian teachers need to remember the fact that we were created by God, designed by Him to need other people, and we're not independent. We need each other and we need to rely upon each other.
I'm excited about the opportunity for teachers to connect online with each other, to engage with issues on forums and to share resources. The website will be a place where teachers can ask questions, engage with issues and get answers.
In the Bible, in the Proverbs, the wisdom literature, it talks about people sharpening each other as iron sharpens iron, and that's the idea behind the Christian Educators Professional Association, CEPA. You know, we connect, we support, we encourage, and we do it to encourage each other in this distinctive task as Christian educators.
You know, Abraham Lincoln once said that if he had 6 hours to chop down a tree, he'd spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. It's so important to stay sharp, and that's what CEPA is all about. So can I encourage you to join a community of Christian teachers from across Australia who are connecting and keeping each other sharp as they take seriously the wonderful opportunity to serve Jesus in Christian education.